Hello everyone, this is Nicole from Kerr Bookkeeping Services, and today we're doing a video on how to customize statements in QuickBooks. So to get to the statements, I can either click here on Statements, that is because I've already enabled the statement preference, or I can click on Customers and Create Statements. So let's start by taking a look at Intuit's standard statement. This is the one that's automatically generated. And as you can see, it is very bland, hence the need for customization. So go ahead and start by clicking Customize, then Customize Data Layout, and then make a copy. So it has now made a copy of that standard statement. The first thing we're going to do is add some fields that are going to fit our needs. So I want to add the terms on my statement. It's going to let us know it's going to overlap, and we can fix it by going into this layout designer. So now you can see my terms are there. I like my terms on my statement so my clients know what their terms are, and for example, if a statement has a transaction that's over 30 days old, they'll know why it might show in the past 30 or 30 to 60. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to look through here just to see the options. We can change the print order, we can add a footer, we can change our print options, and of course we can add and remove certain fields. But this is looking good, so I'm going to now click on Basic Customization. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is add my company logo. To do this, I click on Use Logo, double click the image I want to use, and now my logo is added. I can also change the color scheme by clicking one of these boxes here. It's going to change it. For example, if I want it to be maroon, now my whole statement is maroon, text and all. But I like black, so I'm going to move it back. The next thing I can do is change my font for certain fields. The title is statement right here, and then of course my company name and address, which are here, and then labels. I do want to change the font for the labels here because it does it throughout all of my labels. So all of these, that, and then all of these. Those are labels. I can also change all of my fonts in this layout designer, but I'd have to do it individually, so I'm going to change them here by clicking Change Font. Add something a little more fun because this is a candy shop we're working with. I'm going to make them bold, click OK. So now they're updated. So that's all I want to do here, so I'm going to move on to the layout designer. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the logo just to show you how to add it here, or add another image if you want. Click Add, and then of course you have three options: text box, data field, and image. If you've ever updated or customized your statements, invoices in QuickBooks, this is basically the same exact thing. So click on Image, double click the image you want to use, click OK, and then resize it as if necessary. I'm going to hold down the corner, drag in, then I'm going to move it into the right place. Now I want to add a little bit of color. So I'm going to double click this box here, and here's all the options we have. We can change the name, we can change where we want the text to be displayed, we can change the border, I can add a border, remove a border, change the pattern, the thickness, rounded colors, corners, I can change the color, and then I can make it a filled background, which we'll do in a minute. But for now I'm just going to change the color. Now you can see it's a nice purple. I'm also going to go in here and click Font. I can also change the color here by going directly into the font option, selecting a font, make it bold, make it bigger, and then I'm going to select Fuchsia. Click OK, OK, and now it's changed. I'm going to do the same thing for my company address, but I'm just going to make it bold and make it Fuchsia. Click OK, OK. So the next thing I want to do is add a little bit more of color. But before we do that, I see that our fields are overlapping. So first we're going to move them and situate them where we want them to be. And the next thing we're going to need to do is resize this guy so that it fits in with the rest. So it's looking nice. You can drag any of these boxes, and again you can change the borders or anything like that if you need to. So I'm going to double click in this first box here, labeled Date, and I'm going to add some color to the background. Let's add some green. Click OK, OK, and now that's a pretty green color. I'm going to go ahead and do it the same here and add pretty green. But maybe I want a different color for here. Maybe I want yellow. So I'm going to click OK. Now if I were to go through and do this for each of these boxes, it would be time consuming. So what you can do, which is very neat, is click up here, select the box you want to kind of copy. So I want these two to be yellow, so I'm going to click up here and copy format. It's going to give me this little paintbrush. And now I'm going to click in here and here. Isn't that awesome? So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to make this one. Let's do pink. And then again, copy format. And format. So now this is colorful. Now last one, just click in here. And then let's just add, what do we do? We need a blue. Okay, okay, copy format, and then dink, dink, dink. Oops, undo. All right, and format. So now we can see it's very colorful, and I really am liking it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. I know my little preview thing isn't working right now, but I'll show you one that is finished. So the next thing we're going to want to do is, if we have multiple statements, how do we tell them apart? So right here we have the name of the statement, and I'm going to want to change that. So I'm going to click on Manage Templates. Here's the one we just did, and I'm going to write KK statement, and today is 11/18/13, and then click OK. So now it's renamed. Click OK. And so that's basically how you customize your statements. I can go ahead and show you one that I've done. So as you can see, very colorful. We changed some fonts, added some fields, updated some colors, and it's looking a lot better than that ugly old standard statement. So I hope that has helped you customize your statements in QuickBooks. As always, please feel free to leave a comment, or if you have a question or a recommendation on a video you'd like to see or a post you'd like us to write about, please feel free to leave that as a comment as well. As always, thank you for watching.